Tottenham Hotspur's pursuit of Aston Villa's rising star Morgan Rogers has quickly become one of the most captivating storylines of this transfer window, blending ambition, financial brinkmanship, and tactical necessity into a saga that reflects both Spurs' evolving project under Thomas Frank and the precarious balance Aston Villa must strike between regulatory pressures and sporting ambition. Rogers, who only joined Villa from Middlesbrough in January 2024, has since blossomed into one of the Premier League's most exciting young attacking midfielders, producing a breakout 2024-25 season that culminated in him being named PFA Young Player of the Year, a recognition that not only boosted his profile across England, but also underlined his status as a cornerstone in Unai Emery's Villa project. And yet, despite his happiness at Villa, where he has openly stated that he is content and focused on playing his football, the links to Spurs refuse to subside, largely because Tottenham, having seen their primary target Eberechi Eze slip through their fingers amid Arsenal's hijack attempt, need a dynamic, creative, left-sided attacking midfielder to fill the void left by injuries to James Maddison and the inconsistency of other attacking options. Reports from The Independent and TNT Sports suggest Spurs have placed Rogers at the top of their shortlist, alongside names like Xavi Simons, now signed, and Akliusha, with Tottenham's recruitment team convinced that Rogers offers the mix of versatility, pace, and technical quality to operate both centrally as a number 10 and from the left wing in Frank's fluid attacking structure, making him an ideal candidate to balance Son Heung-min's veteran presence and provide service for Richarlison and Brennan Johnson. But prizing him away from Villa is no small feat, because Villa executives, despite whispers of financial strain linked to UEFA's profit and sustainability rules, have insisted that Rogers is not for sale unless an extraordinary offer comes in, and insiders have placed that figure at well over 80-90 million, with some sources suggesting even 100 million would not be enough to convince Villa to part with him, given he is contracted until 2030 and central to their long-term sporting plan. The irony here lies in Villa's dilemma, as they are one of several Premier League clubs walking the tightrope of financial compliance after years of heavy investment, meaning a massive offer from Spurs could, in theory, provide relief while still being politically unpalatable with fans, who see Rogers as both a talismanic player and a symbol of Villa's ability to compete at the top table, especially after qualifying for Europe in recent seasons. Meanwhile, Spurs fans have been vocal in demanding that Daniel Levy sanction a blockbuster move, with social media campaigns already framing Rogers as the statement signing that would redeem a frustrating window after missing out on ease and seeing rivals strengthen. And while many Tottenham supporters accept that Aston Villa hold most of the cards, there is genuine belief that the combination of Spurs' Champions League football, Villa's regulatory headaches, and the player's potential desire to test himself on a bigger stage could eventually tilt negotiations. For Rogers himself, every public statement has been calm and composed. He has said repeatedly that he is happy at Villa and is not agitating for a move, which has won him admiration from Villa fans who fear losing another young star to a wealthier club. But behind the scenes, the allure of Spurs' project under Frank, the promise of a more central creative role, and the prospect of Champions League football could yet plant seeds of consideration. Tactically, Rogers would provide Spurs with the same qualities they admired in Eze: the ability to carry the ball through midfield, create overloads in wide zones, and offer a direct goal threat, with his performances at Villa showing not just technical flair, but also the maturity to press, recover, and adapt in different phases of play. Qualities that align perfectly with Frank's structured but attacking philosophy. Financially, Spurs are reportedly willing to explore packages that include high upfront payments and add-ons to soften Villa's stance, though insiders acknowledge the negotiations would have to accelerate dramatically given the proximity of the transfer deadline. Still, Spurs' determination signals a broader shift in strategy, as they are now operating not only to strengthen for the present season, but also to build a squad capable of consistently competing with Arsenal, Manchester City, and Liverpool at the top of the league, and securing Rogers would,